Hi Gemini, here is your singles reading for the month of January 2017. Please bear in mind, as I tell you all the time, this is a general reading, okay? And it will not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't, please check your moon and rising signs. And also, just bear in mind that maybe the message I have here in front of me for this month may not be the message. I may not have the right message for you. So it may be that you need to consult a different reader on YouTube if you feel that this reading is not resonating with you. Now, a very strange thing has happened, okay? You are my third reading today for the singles. I've already done Aries and Taurus. As I said, you are the third. Now, the very weird thing, and it's never ever happened to me before, but all three of you, your first card is the Five of Pentacles. Now, I can assure you that I do heavily shuffle and really mix up these cards, okay? But it's just strange that all three of you have had this card as your starting card. Now, this card, as I've explained to Aries and Taurus, it's a card about regaining your confidence, okay? It's a card about where you may have feel very left out in the cold and isolated due to a previous relationship breakup. But this card, it talks about an ending to that, okay? As I said, a regaining of your self-confidence and starting to feel more optimistic, okay? Now, the thing is that's just occurred to me, as this is a brand new year and we're in January, maybe this card is showing up because maybe for the majority of single people, when you do start a new year, you do obviously feel more optimistic. And there is that hope that the new year is going to bring new love, okay? So that could be why this card is showing up as this first card. But as I said, it's never happened to me before, okay? But I can assure you I do heavily shuffle and really do mix up the cards before I do each reading. But like I said, it's an ending to some bad time, okay? And talking of a regaining of your self-confidence. Now up here we have another five. We have the Five of Cups. Now the Cups is Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. And I don't know if I said the Five of Pentacles is Earth energy, and that is Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo, okay? Now the Cups talks of our feelings and our emotions. And again, I'm really glad to see this card in the reverse position, because once again it talks about a recovery from past regrets and mistakes, okay? Yes, this man, there's three cups spilt over. There's the two cups behind him, okay, signaling that not all is lost and there is still some positivity within his life, okay? Now, when it's like that, it shows more that he's still only focusing on what's lost. And he's not paying attention or even looking at what is still left. But when it is reversed, it shows there's a recovery from that, okay? Yes, you may still have regrets about what has been lost. And you may still think about what's been lost. But you are now recovering from that loss. You're recovering from those regrets. It's almost like that feeling where you're picking yourself up, you're dusting yourself down, and you're deciding to move on. And like I said, on an emotional front, within your emotions, you may very well be carrying some regrets about the fact that this previous relationship you've been in has failed, okay? But instead of only focusing on what's been lost now, as I said, you're regaining your confidence and you're choosing to now start to focus on other positive aspects, other positive things, I should say, that you have within your life. So 2 very positive cards here, okay? Now here we have more cups energy, more water energy. We have here the Page of Cups, okay? Now, the Page of Cups, it can talk about unhealthy attachments within relationships, okay? Neediness within a relationships. Now, this could be you, okay, that has been very needy within your past relationship or was too attached. But we could here be picking up the energy of your previous partner, whereby they were very needy, almost immature on an emotional level, not able to have a healthy relationship because they are too needy, and it may very well have been that you felt quite smothered and stifled within that relationship, okay? And I know you don't want me talking about past relationships, okay? You want to focus on meeting somebody new, and I understand that, okay? But I can only give you the messages that are here in front of me, okay? And I think this has shown up to highlight that maybe this is how your previous relationships have been, or your previous partner was. And the need is there for you to, to look for somebody different to that. Or it could be how you have approached previous relationships, or how you behaved in a previous relationship, that maybe in some way you was too needy and you was too emotionally attached to that person, to the point where they felt smothered and stifled, okay? Now here again we have more cups energy. We have the Queen of Cups. So some of you may very well have been involved with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces, but it doesn't have to mean that, okay? The Queen of Cups, it's an energy, and the strange thing is, as well as the Five of Pentacles, Aries also had this Queen of Cups within their reading, but it was in a different position. But it can talk about codependency type relationships, giving too much on an emotional level. And I think, and the need to be independent within your thoughts, okay? And like I said, I feel this is talking to the majority of you, well, not the majority, to those of you who possibly were too emotionally attached to your previous partner, or it may be how you handle or how you behave in your relationships, that you may very well get emotionally attached very quickly. And it then can create this codependent type of atmosphere or feeling between you both. As I said, giving too much and maybe not receiving back what you have given on an emotional level. And the need is there for you to work on that issue, okay? Not to be so quick to get emotionally involved. Not to be so quick to make that person your world, your everything. To still keep some independence within your social life and within your thought process, okay? Now, up here we have the Knight of Pentacles. It is reversed, okay? And this card is... This is the last card in this spread, okay? But this card, it's more representative about what you need to do or what you can do, okay? Now, the thing with the Knight of Pentacles, as an energy, it can be about the need for change, okay? And the fact that you may very well have been in a relationship with somebody who, like I said, didn't make as much effort as you did. Maybe didn't make you their focal point. Maybe was quite reserved on the emotional front, okay? Maybe somebody that, I don't want to say was more focused on money, but, you know, was more practical. And maybe you found that quite boring. Maybe you found it mundane. Maybe you found that in that relationship you felt very much stuck within a routine, that it may have been all work with this person, and they may very well have focused more on their work and their finances than they did on the emotional aspects. And you may have been more emotionally involved than them, okay? And, you know, I think really the need is for you to maybe, you know, go with somebody that feels more compatible with you, okay? Don't get stuck in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. If you see some red flags, okay, within a person, then, you know, listen to those red flags. Listen, pay attention to what the red flags are trying to tell you, okay? You know, we have a lot of red here, okay? And I think that in previous relationships or your previous relationship, there may very well have been a lot of red flags that you maybe chose to ignore. And, you know, I think the need is there for you to be with somebody that you feel more compatible with. Somebody that maybe is more emotional or passionate in some way, and maybe not somebody who solely is so practical. And there's nothing wrong with being practical and grounded, okay? But if somebody is all about their work and things, then it kind of creates that lack as I said, of passion and emotion within the relationship. Now, it has to be said, this also could be talking about some of you, that maybe you focused more on your work and your finances and didn't give enough on an emotional level. And if that's the case, then maybe you need to try to resolve that in some way. And maybe you need to try harder in your future relationships to be more emotional, okay? It can go both ways. But the weird thing I've noticed with these first 3 readings I've done for singles is there doesn't seem to be any real prediction of a potential partner coming in within this month of January. It seems to be a lot about regaining confidence and dealing with any previous relationship breakups or healing from those processes, okay? And maybe that's what this first month of January is all about. It's a brand new year, and it may very well be about dealing and healing with all of what went on in 2016. In order for you to be ready to be able to move forward within a new relationship. So Gemini, that does conclude your reading. If you would like to book a reading, then please email me. You'll find my details in the description boxes. And like I said, just for the rest of this month, I am still doing 2017 yearly readings. So until I see you again in February, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.